What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the weekly trading recap. Now it is Tuesday of the next week, so I'm a little bit behind on the video. This should have been out Sunday at the latest, so I do apologize for that. I had to work Saturday and Sunday, and by the time I got off work those evenings, I had to do some stuff for school that I missed the past week, and this is my last week of school for the semester, and then I'm going to have a month and a half break, and just trying to finish it out strong and more focused toward that than I am stocks this week and last week. So we're being really selective on some things, but we're still making money, and that's all that matters. And you know, a reason that I'm doing this is I overtraded in the summer one day, actually for like a week straight, and I know there's one day I was up $1,000 in profit within 30 minutes of getting out of bed, and I took the profit. But later that evening, you know, I kept trading, even though, you know, I hit my goal for the day that day. And by then, I'd lost that $1,000 in profit, lost another $500 on top of it. So basically, I overtraded, and it was just because I was busy at work that day. And, you know, I was all hyped up because I made some money. I was trying to make some more. It was a hot day in the market, but I was too busy with work duties that, you know, I couldn't really stay on top of my phone and, you know, keep up with those losses and stuff. So I didn't want school to affect that this week. So after this week, I plan to get a lot more back into it. So let's hop into it. On Monday, there was no trades at all. On Tuesday, that's because I had an exam. And on Tuesday, Fisker, as you can see, it sort of broke out to the top side here, and a lot of volume there at the open. Basically, we just bought this at $14.50, really high, but basically it was the pre-market after hours high, so that's the only reason that I bought there, and sold it right at $15 even. Just took the 50 cents there per share, and as you can tell, I'm glad I did because it came down, but as you can tell, now it is back up. Now also on Tuesday, I decided to add back to my PIC position. This is a merger company with XL Fleet. I think the first 3, possibly even 4 videos that I have on here, we talked about trading this one, and it was very good to us until eventually, you know, it came down, but it obeyed that $10 line. So basically, now that we're getting closer to the merger, it's getting a lot of talk as well. So it was just very good just to go ahead and add back to that. So we added that on Tuesday at $10.07, which is actually sort of poor on my position because it was almost the top, but I knew there was minimal risk to it. And also, I believe the warrants that day were up like 10%, so I added those at $1.76 that day on Tuesday as well. And as you can see later in the week, this one really paid off for us, especially when it comes into this week. Let's see, what else did we do? That was all for Tuesday. Now let's flip into Wednesday. Aurora Cannabis dropped a hell of an offering on everybody. Sort of run the weed plays at the time. And as you can see, here's that offering drop. The offering was priced at $7.50. Now it was very hefty, and it did come down all the way down a lot lower. Now the fact that it was way oversold right here via the RSI is what really had my attention, and the fact that it was trading $1 under the offering with weed plays sort of being hot as of late. So I bought this at $6.50, this first red drop under, and I sold it right after that at the top here around $6.80 is where I sold it. I then bought it at $6.50 again, and I sold it at $6.68. I then bought $6.50 again, and I sold it at $6.70. Basically, it was just sitting there scalping it as it was trading in this little range right here. It was very nice that day. Also on Wednesday, the TRNE warrants that we had added a while ago on the TD Ameritrade account, we even talked about it last week. These were up super huge while the commons were down. So the commons dropped down like 20 cents, and the warrants were up like 10 or 15 cents at like $2.23 or 4 cents that day. Basically just wanted to secure the profit on those, and they ended up coming right down to the $2 area again. So we saved about 20 cents per share and could have got a lower entry if we would have re-entered, which I did not. But it was all just about securing the profits and finding that better entry, which ended up happening. Now also on Wednesday, TTCF, that is Tattooed Chef, had a nice little sell-off. Let's see, what day was Tuesday? Wednesday. What day was Wednesday? The 11th. So right here, we had a nice sell-off. As you can tell, RSI is coming down right here. Ended up buying this at $16.98, while the low of that day was like $16.92, so we almost hit dead bottom, and we sold the bounce right back up. Basically, this orange line right here is where we around where we sold it at. So that orange line is around $17.84. I sold $17.80 later that day, and basically, if you flip to the daily here, that line is just where, you know, there was some tops, a nice bottom, a bottom, and just some tops. So just figured it would be a nice little resistance area. It ended up being one, so I'm glad we took the profits there. Now to Thursday. Solo has been our baby, basically in almost every single video that we have so far. So Thursday was the 12th. And right here, the stock got a lot of volume. Basically, I didn't buy until we broke out of this like $4 level. Now, this $4 to $4.10 level, if you flip to the daily, even in like after hours on different time frames here, let's flip all the way over. As we can see, you know, this $4 to $4.10 area, this little orange line under the blue one, was a top here, was a bottom over here, tops here, and if you look in like with the after hours on there, it was lots of tops and after hours. So basically, I bought that breakout there at the $4 area, and I sold it at $4.25 real quick, real fast that day, and secured the profits. That was all that mattered. And then, as you can tell, it ended up breaking out further, which sort of hurts because we sold it. But we did have some more trades on it. Basically, on Friday, let's see here. So Friday was the 13th. Basically, it came right down here that morning, right where this little orange line is, and as we can tell, that's at $4.99. Ended up buying it at $5.03, a little above it. As we can tell, this orange line right here, that is this one at the very, very top. If we flip to a monthly chart, that was the top over here. It was the bottom way back here in 2017, was the top in 2018 multiple times, was the top on these big old candle days back in 2019, and we never really got over it. So the fact when we came back and tested that was just a buy for me. Basically, I was only risking the profits we've already made on that stock thus far, so it was very small size. But we bought it at $5 there on the 13th, $5.03 to be exact. And as you can tell, just like 30 minutes later, we capped out at $7.91. Once again, if you go back to like a monthly chart here, $8 is the all-time high. That is a good reason why we rejected that. Couldn't get over it. Now, if we would have been in free range, but basically we were in free range anyways with that. So yeah, I secured the profits at $6.50 there on Solo, so $1.47 per share on Friday with the slaps. And PIC warrants, basically these were up again that day on Friday as well, right through here. So I ended up adding some more through here to $1.90. And as you can tell, later that evening, the stock gained a lot. Let's flip to the actual stock. On the 13th, gained a lot of volume, had a nice pop around to this like $10.40 area, and we ended up holding full over the weekend. So what I did with this this week will be coming out later this week in the next video. So tune in for it. So that's going to be it, guys. Very selective, as you can tell, not a ton of trades. But we're securing profits, no losses, only wins, which is fantastic, especially when you're super busy, don't have a lot of time to put towards stuff. So I just keep the amount of tickers that I'm trading a little slower or a little lower. That way I don't have to focus on a whole bunch of different things and remember a bunch of crap and it all be on my mind, stressed out while I'm stressed with school and work and everything else. Also, the new Call of Duty came out. I've been grinding it. Hope to get some videos up on that as well to the channel. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Peace out.